Coming through, yo, it's a Holy Ghost. Throw up your sign the most. Yo, Hollywood Undead, it's the West Coast. Yo, we with you, and I'm with you the most. You gotta understand who your supporters are in a magazine. You're gonna see my face and it's born of amphetamine. And I'm clean straight through the amphetamine. Cause it wasn't real dope, it was stage amphetamines. Now I'm hitting it one after one this time. I'm killing everybody up trying to target Hollywood Undead one time. Come up with a 44-inch with a 9. 2 Hollywood Undead members come up this time. The cops started to run up on Hollywood Undead one time. We throw in Serenos, now they step back one time. We throw in the Latin Kings and they're dead this time. They don't fuck with our crew no more one time. They learn that we are the wicked, dead of the wicked things. We seen it all and it happened one time before this time. It ain't happening. We throwing up our sign Hollywood Undead one time. Throw up the peace sign and every Hollywooder gets a clue one time. Time to target that cop then trying to get go. Seeing a blast from a pistol. We roll up on behind of the cop one time. We put a hole in the back of his head one time. The motherfucker's dead and we grab another strap tech 9. This time we kill 4 more cops one time. And we keep repeating. Lather rinse repeat on the cops one time. They're all fucking cop line dead one time. Don't fucking play with Hollywood Undead. We don't play. We coming up if we have to, AK. We coming through when we coming through cleaning up a town one time. Pierce County area, you're dead from a fucking tech 9. If you fuck with me, you fuck with Hollywood Undead. See the cover of the dead on the magazine. Little freestyle there. And that's what I can do. Alright, and I can do more. Alright, that was about a minute, 45 seconds long. Double the length that it takes to rap out a verse. And I did it almost double time, and it was kind of flowing. I'm sure it had its stutters, but it was kind of flowing. I just got to record it and re-listen. God, will you please accept me into Hollywood Undead? I'm your daughter, your baby girl. And I'll be known in your band as Banshee. I don't research what a Banshee is. That's what my name will be in Hollywood Undead. They will be calling me Banshee. Jelly Lab Crawl Card Minis Character Card. Only we Hollywood know what that means. Let's just make it a good Christmas this year for me. Let me up in a band. Let me perform. It's not really my gig, but every family member wants me as a movie star or band member. I prefer just chilling, making card games and shit. Committing collusion in the card games and shit right back at the targeting the ones that target me through card games and board games and shit. Targeting them right back. With the fucking retaliation hit. Card game versus card game. Believe me, I won't get caught for my collusion. They can say, oh, this meant this officer, and I can say, no, it didn't mean this officer. Look at how the cards interact, Your Honor. And they're like, fuck, we filed a false police report. Like, exactly. Now this card comes out with this card and combos with this card, which works only with this card. Ever try to beat a woman at war, we will always win. So what's up, Hollywood Undead? Dads, brothers, and uncles of Hollywood Undead. You want to accept me into your band? Can you have a heart? Can you have a heart? Except being your band. Give me a chance. I would really appreciate it. Bone Thugs and Harmony won't even give me a chance. And that's fucked up because I'm a kid. 13 years old. And they're about to force me to live homeless on the street again at 13 years old. You're asking where the parents are at? Fucking they're child abusers and shit. Not the biological birth family. Hell no, they're not. It's the adoptive family that's child abusers. Mm-hmm. They can make collusion. They can make collusion and conspiracy, child rape, all kinds of shit. That fucked up family does. And then they fucking and come back later. Oh yeah, we'll wash your clothes for you after they treated me like shit. That's how it goes every time. So I want a music career or some type of career where I'm making good money and I can tell them pound fucking sand because I got the money to do it myself. Somebody give Avril Lavigne's attorney that owes me $18,000. Somebody give Avril Lavigne's attorney $200 of that $18,000 that you owe me, so that I can get my tags. So that way I can be in her band like she wants. So security guards, you stole the money from me fair and square. You stole the money from me, and it was not fair. So now we're going to make it fair and square, and you're going to give Avril Lavigne's attorney $200, and you're going to give me the rest of the money that you racketeered out. I'm taking it to the assistant chief of police, Fife Gardner. I'm going to have him prosecute you, Social Security agents and Social Security guards. I'm going to have him prosecute based on racketeering and extortion and a whole bunch of other charges. And I'm sure he'll just stack it up with the charges against you guys. Wake up, it's the Day of the Dead. By the way, any of my fans out there want to call Chief Police Gardner and I don't know what Social Security did, for those that were in the Social Security office, when I was in there and they said short stacks, Chief Police Gardner's number is 253-896-8247. Social Security guards stole $18,000 from me, and then they stole an additional $187,000 from me. So could somebody please call the chief of police and let him know to start prosecuting them motherfuckers? Jelly Lab crawl card means character card. And have him get me the money back. And then I can buy a house outright, and then it's got washer and dryer. So I don't need Carol and Mike to wash my clothes anymore because I got my clothes washed. And I get a back payment on top of that from Social Security for pain and suffering and mental anguish and everything else. Yep. And that's what I want. Amongst $1 million per rape that I endured, and I endured over 1,000 rapes. Anybody give me that $1 million for each rape, and there were over 1,000 rapists. Each one of you that cooperates and gets me that money is getting a chunk of that money. And we're talking, if I get $1 million and 100,000 you called it in, you're each getting minimum of $1,000. 50 people call it in, you'll get like out of 1 billion, you'll get like, I'll be shelling out probably 20 million out of 100 billion, or out of 1 billion, I'll be shelling out about 20 million. Not to each one of you, no. To your group, this group, that group, and I'll break it down to average percentage, probably $250,000 per person that calls it in. And it gets me the crime victim severance pay. Key is you got to do it within a week, and you got to nail them within a month and put all law enforcement behind bars in federal prison where they belong. Because they're all child rapists and shit and covered for child rape and everything else. And Tucker's a direct witness, and so is Banco. They're corrections officers, and they're direct witnesses. Of course, I'm not going to murder my own family. But my family doesn't cooperate and agree with me, then we're going to send Banco and Tucker to prison as well. Because they knew and they covered it up. They didn't say shit and they weren't the fucking wrong. We'll leave it up to Tucker and Banco. Do they help or do they get busted for conspiracy? Which is a nickel and penitentiary. It's a nickel and Purdy. So those of you who know stuff that's happened to me, call it in. Chief Police Gardner, Assistant Chief of Police. I'm 13 years old. Born 12/21/2008. 13 years old. Now aims to start criminal prosecution against his own police force. If you calling it into him, he's bound to listen at some point, and he's bound to take physical action against his law enforcement. Anyone care to get paid? Start lining shit up, and it's big money in all of our pockets. We all get paid. Anyways, it's $1 million per rape, and officers raped me multiple times. So we got like 10 rapes from DMHP Ryan. That is $10 million. We got fucking female Thompson that witnessed male Thompson fucking raped me a half dozen times. So there's another $6 million. Okay? Plus punitive damages, pain and suffering, mental anguish, like all the disabilities they caused, including autism. And we want to put these fuckers away pretty much for life. Okay? Because they colluded and put a bullet in my brain, and that's worth a few $1 billion, and I'm going to split dubs evenly amongst those that will call it in. Like, you guys just let me know, hey, I called it in, I did this for you, I did that, and I'll be like, it's all tallied up. And you'll get rewarded for your intent according to your actions. In other words, if you do right and you help me out, I'm going to help you out when it comes to getting cash. If you ain't helping me, I don't know you. Okay? That's basically the way it runs down. Thank you.